no gold is not in her. She's a diamond.
Hey guys, it's Builds. How are you doing today? And welcome back to my channel. Today what we're going to be doing is building a small, modern but good looking house in Minecraft. Now I have to say this video is going to be resource pack friendly, so whether you're stuck on console, you're on Minecraft Pocket Edition, or maybe you're playing on PC like me, it doesn't matter what resource pack you're going to be using, this house will work for everyone. So I hope you guys enjoy the following video. Please do hit that like rating if you want to see more of these tutorials, and I'll see you there. Hey guys, so welcome to the tutorial. Let's get straight into business. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start on your plot and come in by about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks like that. We're going to be placing a stone block. Then what we're going to be doing is coming across by 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks like that. How are we feeling about that? You know what, I think that will be perfect. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bring it up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on the 6th block we're going to leave a little notch out like that, and that's just going to indicate that this is the ceiling height. Then what we're going to do is bring it up by another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and once again just leave another little notch there to indicate that is your ceiling height. Then what we're going to do is bring it across till it's in line with that, and then we're going to bring it across by another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like so. Then we're going to bring it back by 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we saying about that? You know what? I think that's looking pretty cool. Bring it back one more. Let's just take a quick peek. Yeah, we're going to bring it back one more, guys. Just like that. Then as soon as it gets back to here, we're going to whip out the snow and we're going to jump down a block just like so. Then we're going to bring it across by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just take a peek at that and see how it's looking. Okay, we're going to bring it out by another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm actually going to shorten that by 2, and I think 13 should actually be perfect. Then we're going to bring these guys down like so, just so it's attached to the ground, and then we're going to continue this little design. So let's just bring this up so you're filling in that area just like so. And now what we're going to do is actually whip out the spruce wood, and we're going to place it here and come across all the way here just so you connect to these. Now I'm just going to see, should I bring it in by 1? I think I'm going to do it. So what we're going to do is bring it in by 1 block, which just adds a nice little bit of depth and also helps, you know, stop them connected textures looking so ugly together. But I think that should be perfect. We're then going to bring that up by 1 more, just like so. And we're going to be adding in some acacia fences. We're going to see if we can make them work, because I want to try and make them work. So we're going to be bringing them up like that. We're then going to be having another one here. And we're then going to leave another 2 gap on this side and just connect it up like so. So we're going to imagine, guys, that in between here, the glass is seamless. There's no smudges, there's no little details, and these little fences here are the dividers between the glass, which gives it this really clean and kind of realistic looking feel. Now we're going to bring this up by 2, all the way across, just like so. So below this is our ceiling height, and this is our floor height right here. So you're just going to be bringing it up by 2. That's looking pretty cool. And then we're going to bring it across by 2 on this side. 2 on this side. We might need to bring it across by 3 on this side. I guess we'll see. Let's take a look, take a peek. Okay, that's looking alright. And then we're going to bring it across by 1 on this side. So right there we have our window. Now we might alter that, we might change it up a little bit as we go along, but for now it's looking pretty good. I think we're going to keep it. Now we're going to just bring this across. We're actually going to bring it over by 1 more, and we're going to bring it all the way across just like so. I think I'm going to leave, we'll see actually. Let's fill that up like that. We're then going to get some either snow or acacia out, but it should look good in pretty much every resource pack. Let's just put the time back again. I am on a single player world. And we're going to bring this all the way across so it's in line with the block below, the snow block that we put down there. And that's looking pretty cool. Now what we're actually going to do with this is we're going to insert a small incline. So we're going to start, say, let's have a look. We're going to start with like 1, 2, 3 of these. And then say every 2 we're going to get 1 higher. So just follow this, guys, and it should be looking pretty cool. And this is actually based off a real life house. I will have to note that. I always have to give credits. I would never, you know, shame someone's work and take credit for it, because I personally am very against that. So this is actually a real life house, and I will definitely link that down below in the description. So don't worry about that. If you're like, hey, Builds is building a real life house and he hasn't given credit for it, don't worry guys. I didn't design this house. I didn't design this render. This is made by some very talented young architect, and I would definitely give credit where it's needed. We're going to bring that across by 3 now, just so it's like that. Looking pretty amazing. And I think what we're going to do actually is we're going to shorten this a little bit more. So let's see if we can just move that by, say, let's move it by 2. Let's move that by 2. So that's basically going to just come in by, say, 2 blocks. And then we're just going to readjust this, as you guys can see. So all I've done is made it too short to that little white overhang at the side. And I've done that because I think it's a little bit too wide at the side. Now, in my tutorials, I like to change it up a little bit. I like to edit things as I go along. And I know that does occasionally from time to time make some people a little bit angry. But guys, think of it this way. You can either have a mediocre house or one with a little bit of improvement. And personally, I go for improvement over everything. So let's just stack that by 8. And oh, it was by 7, but it looks pretty good now. That just adds a little bit more height to the window, and it looks a little bit better that way. Now, what we can do is we're going to leave them indicators right there, guys. And we're going to come back on this side by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And we're going to try 15 by now. If we think 15 is too long or short, no problem. We'll just adjust it. And we're going to set that entire wall with just purely stone. Now, we might add some windows in there, but for now, it's just going to stay the same. It's going to stay stony. What we're going to do on this side now is bring this guy back so he's in line with the block over there. Are we in line? That is the question. We're in line. That's good. I was going to say, if we're not in line, my OCD is going to go crazy. And we're just going to set that 80, which is just the snow ID. And now we're going to just take a little overhead look at what we think of the house. Is it going to work? Yeah, you know what? I think that's going to work. I think it's actually perfect size. What we might actually do is just extend the stone extension on that side a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to leave that there. We're just going to bring this up like so. And remember guys, I said that this was 3 high, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and just basically replicate that side over there, so it's going to be symmetrical. And I actually think what we're going to do here is just do, oh no, that's not going to work, I realize now, but yeah, that's just going to be fine like that, and we're just going to put some stone blocks also on this side just like so. Yeah, it's going to work out. And we're going to have this here. I just remembered. Yeah, that's going to work out. Don't worry about that, guys. It's all going to be fine. So we're just going to replicate this side now. Like I said, we're making it the same on both sides. Let's just adjust that time. There we go. Keep it nice and bright. I remember I used to do tutorials on single player worlds a while back, and I would always forget to set the time. So my last builds, they were pretty intense. They went from bright day to pretty much pitch black where you couldn't see anything. I made a lot of people very unhappy, but I've definitely learned a few things since I started YouTube, and that is definitely not to build in the dark. So don't worry guys, we're not going to be doing that. We ain't going to be living in them stone ages. What we're going to do now is stack that by say 10. So, oh yeah, I remembered. Doesn't work, not that world edit. I am actually playing with single player world edit if you guys are interested in. And there is actually a tutorial on my channel on how to do that. So if you want to click the link in the description, you can go ahead and do that and actually learn how to get world edit in single player. Now it speeds up the process of a lot of things. And personally I think world edit for single player is an absolute essential, especially to modern building. In modern building we use a lot of world edit. Without world edit, modern building is a lot more simple and there's a lot less you can do on it, so you constantly feel very limited. But once you have world edit, it just opens a massive range of brand new possibilities. What we're going to do now is going to stack that by let's say 14. Is that going to be on the edge? So just bring that all the way across. If you don't have world edit, that's all we're trying to achieve here today. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to fill in this right here, and this I think our roofing should be snow. If you think about it, in most houses you usually have like plastered ceilings or say like metal ceilings or whatever, and they're usually white. So we're going to go with that. We're going to follow the trend how it should be, and we're going to go with a nice clean white ceiling. There we go, very cool. So that's going to look cool, and like I said, that little problem we had down there is now fixed, so you don't have to worry about that. If you're thinking, Builds, what's going on, don't worry about it, it's now fixed. We're going to be bringing this across now, but we're going to be leaving a free gap in the middle. So make sure it's symmetrical. Everything's lined up, because if it's not symmetrical, I'm sure you OCD people will be going crazy just like I was earlier when I attempted this whole tutorial and realized the thing was out of line. I was like, what have I done? But it's fixed this time. We're good this time. Alright, so that's all done now, just like so. And what we're going to be doing is just filling in this right here. Or should we leave it with a little indent? Does that actually add something? Let's see if we can make that work. So I'd say if you're in default now, this is the time to use quartz stairs. Yes, it won't look quite as cool, but if you are in BCS pack, there is a link in the description to the video I made on the pack. You can use these beautiful acacia stairs, and they do work very well. You know what? We're going to use that little indent. I think that adds a nice little touch of detail. What we're going to be doing now is we're going to be adding these supports. One in from the outside. We're going to be doing that on both sides. Just like so. There we go. Awesome stuff. And of course, now it looks like the building is actually supported and it's not going to fall over sideways, which is a good thing. So you can now remove these little side details. They will no longer be needed. And I think what we're actually going to do is we're going to bring this out by, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to bring it out by about 8. And I guess there's a few things that we could possibly do. Actually, let's count this. So this comes out by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why don't we actually just do that? Let's replicate the other side. So we brought it back by 2. Now it's symmetrical. And we will just make this house completely symmetrical. That way I know everything's going to match. The house design won't look funky. And it's just going to look clean for you guys. Nice and clean and simple. Which is the way we like it. So what we're going to do is just set that one there. And we're going to set this one. If you don't have World Edit, don't panic. What you're going to need to do is just fill it in manually, which unfortunately does take time, but you know, it can be done. Now what we're going to be doing is just bringing this across. I think this guy actually came out by 1 more. Let's double check just in case I've done something wrong. That would be bad. Oh no, it is just stone. I was thinking, is this stone or is this snow? I was like, are we going to make a mistake here? Luckily we didn't. So we're just going to bring that across. Just like so. And now what you can actually do is just bring this up. So like I said, completely symmetrical on the other side. We're going to have the same window and it's going to look pretty cool. Now guys, this is your house as well if you're building it for your survival world, because it could be built pretty easily for a survival world. I mean, we're using stone, which isn't hard to get. We're using spruce wood, which is really easy to get, and we're using snow. And I mean, if you go to a snow biome, that's also really easy to pick up. So I'm pretty sure this house would also be a fantastic house to build in survival, since all the materials are so easy just to grab. So yeah, this is a perfect little survival house. If you're looking to build something modern for your survival world, this house would work like a dream, I have to say. So what we're going to be doing now is just putting in the posts, like I said, replicate it on the other side so everything works. So 2 gap in between, so we're going to go 1, 2, finish this post right here. And let's just fly through here. Let's just World Edit this in, place it in manually if you don't have World Edit, so you can just set that 80 if you do, and that's just going to fill that in nicely. And we're going to bring this just to the corner like that so it works out. And let's just take a little fly outside. That's most of the house design actually done, which is awesome. Okay, so the walls inside could be adjusted to do whatever you want. I would probably have that as, like, say, you could have a staircase here actually. You could have, say, stairs coming from here and going up over here. which would work quite well. And then you could have that as a landing, say slash bathroom. Then you could have, say, a bedroom here and maybe like an office at the back. There's so many possibilities for this modern house. It's so simple and elegant, like I said, but it really does work very well. So we're going to set that now to 1. Now you can keep this little nice design going. You know what, we could try and keep this one going. So let's just bring this out by 1 more. Actually, no, we're gonna have to bring it out by 2 more. And then what you can do, guys, is just literally go like that. You can then stack that across if you have World Edit. I'm not quite sure what that is, but I'm gonna go with 10. Spot on. And then that just comes across, nice little detail. Then just to, you know, modernize it a bit, add a little bit more detail to the roof, what you could do is also add some little solar panels. So say we could have, let's actually bring these guys in. Solar panels aren't the most attractive thing, I have to say, but they do add a nice little bit of detail. So we could just add a few in here. And the great thing about the BCS pack, this is my personal pack, guys, that I made. It's using Flows HD as a base texture pack, is the fact that when you click them, they actually change color. So say you could have 2 gray ones on the outside and then a blue one in the middle, which just, you know, it changes it up a little bit. It makes it look a little bit more interesting, a bit cooler, which I think is, you know, pretty awesome. We can just set the time right there. And then we can add a few of these in now. I'm not sure if these are going to work, so, you know, trial and error, guys. Bear with me. Let's see if these work. Did they work? Personally, I prefer it without. I think it looks sleeker, and I think it would look sleeker without windows. I mean, if you think about it, glass in real life looks transparent, it looks see-through, and that's why I tend to not put glass in my actual windows anymore, because you just don't need to. It looks great without it. But I would probably put these up by 1 more, just because it looks like there's nothing actually there, and you could so easily just walk and fall off the side. But yeah, that works out pretty well. And then what you can do here, guys, is just bring this wall back by 1, and that is the house tutorial for you guys. How to build a nice, simple, modern house in Minecraft. I hope you guys have all enjoyed this video. I think we are left with a really nice result. It's a very simple, clean, and elegant design. And if you would like to see more of these videos, please do smack that like button. It would be amazingly appreciated. And like I said, you know, if this house hits 150 likes in a week, we will actually do a part 2 where you guys will actually be able to follow me and build an interior layout for this property. This is also another house that I've done. It's a minimalistic modern house, very simple design, but like I said, also looks very elegant. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you want to see more, you know what to do, and hopefully I will catch you guys in my next video. Love you all so much, stay creative, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.